Hey guys, Livvy here. I've just come back from Aldi and I've bought about half of the groceries that I need for the week. So I thought that I would show you what I've got, and then I will also show you the Woolworths order that I have put in. Well, by the time you see it, I will have gotten it, but I haven't actually put it in yet. I'll add it to the end of me showing you the Aldi stuff, and you can kind of get an idea of what we're doing for this week. The reason that I am filming these things is because I'm trying to kind of make a goal of trying to lower my grocery costs. I currently budget about $200 a week for groceries, and that covers all of my household goods, covers all my cleaning products, covers everything. So I am aiming to drop that as much as possible, and the extra money will go towards my once every bi-monthly Costco run where I get all my meat from. So it's definitely doable, but with the rising costs, I'm really conscious of it. So behind me I have about $94 worth of Aldi stuff. I'll actually put down exactly how much my order was here so that you guys can see it. And then I'll put my Woolworths in, and hopefully that will be under $200. I didn't get everything that I felt like I needed, but that's because I've still got the Woolworths to do. So I haven't actually put the Woolworths order in yet. I will be doing that tonight, but you'll see it right after this Aldi haul. I go to Aldi every 2 to 3 weeks, and that's just because we have Woolworths Unlimited, and I really like having that delivery. We only pay a fee once a year. It just works out better for us, and we've done the cost and the pros and cons benefits, which I'll probably do a video kind of explaining what it is and why we went for it and pros and cons so that you guys can kind of make that decision for yourselves. But because we do it, it doesn't make sense for me to always buy from Aldi because I have to physically drive there, and Woolworths is literally like 100 meters across from it. So if I'm in Aldi, oftentimes I'll stop at Woolworths, but I didn't today because I definitely know I need to put an order in, and I didn't really feel like walking around Woolworths tonight. I had some things that I desperately needed. We were out of milk, we were out of nappies, and those are two things that I have to have in my home. So with that said, let me show you what I've got from Aldi. So this is everything that I got today. When I look at it, it doesn't really feel like it's nearly $100 worth of stuff, but I've got the receipt right there, so I definitely know how much it cost me. I'm going to sweep through, kind of give you an idea of what everything I bought, why I bought it. There are definitely some items in here that are a little bit more convenience than anything else. Some things I am trying to be better on. Some things I have just decided this stage of my life I'm not doing anything about, but I'll walk you through that as we go along. So here are the soy milks that I bought. I bought 4 from Aldi. Last week I tried to buy them from Woolworths, but they didn't have them in stock, and the Woolworths brand is the best one, but we are desperate to have any milk in here. My husband is dairy-free, so he needed soy milk. I also saw the unsweetened coconut milk, and for some reason, I have it in my head that I need coconut milk for a recipe and like a good amount of it. So I bought that, and I'll probably use that in something, but it's a recipe. I'll remember it soon. This is just a normal 3-liter full cream milk because we go through so much milk. My 2 boys like to have breakfast cereal every day. They also like to have it randomly, drink it throughout the day, smoothies, everything you can think about. So that will not last me the week. I will probably have to get another one, which I might put something, maybe like a long life or something in my Woolworths order. Now the Yokonut, this is a mint choc. It's dairy free. It is my husband's favorite coconut ice cream, and it's pretty darn delicious. It smells really good, but that's kind of a treat that I will pick up whenever I go to Aldi. There's not a heap of options available at Woolworths. That might have changed from the last time I've checked, but he doesn't really get ice cream, so that is something that he enjoys, and I'll buy that. I also got my 6 yogurt. Now, this is something that I know that I'm spending probably a little bit more to get a convenience item, and I could be doing it myself, but at this stage, I have no plans of changing that. So I will buy the bigger 150 gram of the yogurt, and I went all strawberry this time because this is everybody's favorite. My oldest doesn't like the vanilla one or the banana or blueberry, so strawberry, just get it all done. I also picked up some berries. Now, it's technically not berry season, but the blackberries were marked down. Last time I got blackberries, the instant I walked in the house, they were devoured. That's not even a joke. Within 5 minutes, I had no blackberries, and I didn't even get one. So I've purposely bought one knowing that my kids are in bed right now so I can actually eat one. They'll be gone tomorrow. It doesn't exist anymore in my house. I also picked up the strawberries. Look, they're still a bit expensive, but my kids love strawberries, and these were nice small ones, and I'm always after smaller ones for my little ones. It's just easier for them to eat. It's easier to put in some of their lunches and things, so I like to have them on hand. I also picked up bananas. They were $2.99 a kilo. I know in some places I can get them cheaper, but when I do my Woolworths online order, it's a little bit irritating buying bananas because you have to buy them per banana, and I want them per kilo. So this was cheaper, under $3. I'll buy. It's not my favorite price. I like closer to $2, but you beggars can't be choosers. I also picked up these baby cukes. My son loves these ones. He will devour this in this week. They're his preferred size. He doesn't like them any bigger because he's not a big fan of them sliced. He likes to be able to have a small one and bite it. It's crispy, it's fresh, it tastes yum for him. And this is something that I buy for myself. I love these teeny tiny tomatoes. They're absolutely delicious. You put these in a quiche, and these are bursting with flavor as you bite into it. It's amazing. Or I'll just use them for breakfast. I also picked up my youngest son's favorite food in the whole wide world, which is the corn. Now, he likes these small ones because they're really easy for him to hold, and I like them because you can shove it in the microwave really fast, and it's an easier size for everyone. My husband doesn't really like corn. This is probably about the size that he prefers if he's going to eat it. Me, I like corn. I could eat the full big one, but it's just easier. My youngest will probably eat 3 of them, and then there'll be one for the rest of us. That's not a lie at all. Now over here, I have the rice bubbles. We have to have rice bubbles at all times. I probably buy rice bubbles once every 2 weeks to 3 weeks because they devour it. It's a favorite right now. My son will eat it every day for breakfast if he could, and I ran out, so he's having to do other things, so he'll be happy to know. I like to get this brand because it's exactly the same as the actual rice bubbles. This is obviously the Aldi knockoff breakfast bubbles. It's exactly the same, so he'll enjoy it, and I don't have to pay more for it. Now, I did pay a little bit more for this one. This was a little bit of a splurge, but my kids were running out of toothpaste, and they love Bluey, and they are learning to like mint in their toothpaste, which I prefer, so I picked this up to encourage good, healthy teeth habits. So, it's not the most economical, decision to make, but if it's all about your health, I'm willing to spend a little bit more to make sure that they enjoy brushing their teeth. I buy tissues from Aldi. They're the best priced tissues, and we go through a bunch because it's allergy season right now, and I'm allergic to everything. Now, these are the Eaton crackers. We like having these on hand because oftentimes I can make a dip, or you just want cheese and avocado. It's just one of those staples you need to have in the house, and I didn't have any. I also picked up these chicken crinkle snackers. They're just like shapes, but cheaper because of the Aldi knockoff brand. So I picked them up, and these wafers, because this is a really good treat when the kids come back from school, or if we've been out and about. It's really easy to just pop this in, and they can have one or two when they feel like they've had a really yum treat after school. Now, I picked up some coconut milk and coconut cream. I have plans to make some stir fry this week, and I know that I've got plenty of the noodles, or I've got plenty of rice, but I'm never too sure if I have enough coconut milk or coconut cream. Now, I did buy that coconut milk over here, but this is the perfect size for making a stir fry. And I've got a really cool satay from the peanut butter from last week that I bought with the bit of chili, I think it's smoke and fire, that I really want to try. And so I might add something like this with that. Now, this one is one that I'm hoping I'm not going to buy much longer. This is the whole food balls. They're cashew, cocoa, and berry flavored. I usually get 2, but I held off on the other one because I know that I have dates. I don't have any cashews right now, but I know I have strawberries that are dried. I've got a bunch of things. I could totally make this myself. So this is one that I'm going to aim to try and have on hand at all times, but because I've made it rather than buying them. Now, this is the best price for getting these, and they're pretty tasty. My husband enjoys them, but I am determined to make them myself. Not that they have crazy bad ingredients in them. You know, I'd like to have a few different flavor options available to us. So definitely something that I'm going to give a shot at. I picked up bread. This is just the wholemeal sandwich bread. Super cheap. Can't go wrong with it. Great for sandwiches. I also picked up some organic raw sugar. Now, I tend to buy the white sugar that's already powdered up, but I thought, you know what, I'm running low. I think because I don't use enough of it, I tend to try and use a lot more maple syrup and honey and things as a natural sweetener, that I will buy organic raw sugar. So a little less processed, organic. This is something that I'm trialing. As you can see, I only got 1 kilo of it, and I probably paid a bit more than I would usually pay for sugar, but I'm thinking, like, if I'm going to use sugar, maybe this is the way to go about it. So this is something that I'm slowly introducing into my life, a bit more organic. As you can tell, these fruit and veggies are not organic. I don't have a huge selection available to me, and the prices are quite hefty. I'm not ready to do that yet, and I think I would prefer to buy them directly from a farm. Like bananas, I can't really do that, but I'd rather directly buy them rather than pay organic prices, you know, get to know the farmer. That's kind of a goal of mine down the line. It's not something that's happening right now, obviously. But for some of these packaged things, I do have the option. So I might start moving on to organic coconut milk and coconut cream, but this is the first step for me. Now, I also picked up these honey soy flavored bits and pieces, the snack mix. My husband loves this one. It is dairy free, so it's a great filler for his lunches. They only had 1 pack left. Otherwise, I would probably buy 3, you know, 1 per week until I was able to get back to Aldi. But nope, it seems to be the most popular flavor for them too. So I was lucky to get the last one. Now, I have a puppy, and I don't often buy stuff like this. Most of his food we buy in bulk anyway, and my husband will get his treats from Amazon because we really don't want him to be having much grain. I'm pretty sure this one might have a little bit. Yeah, it's got wheat flour in it. So this one does have some grain in it, but it is something that I give him on a rare occasion. And even then, I'll only give him half of it because I think it's important, especially right now because he's a puppy, that he chews on things. And these seem to be harmless enough that I'm not worried about bits and pieces breaking off. I prefer to have more natural raw things for him. He's got like deer bones and things that he gets to eat, but this is kind of my emergency stash. I don't have heaps of deer right now, so this is kind of what he's got. And this big one right here is nappies. I was completely out of nappies for my youngest son, and that is no bueno. So got to think of nappies. I know there's a huge thing about whether you get cloth nappies, reusable nappies. Well, I use nappies. Like, it's one of those things, those convenience things that I allow myself because I'm just not interested in dealing with masses of poo. So Aldi've got really good nappies. I'm actually super impressed with the quality. I prefer them over Huggies and things. I think these are the best ones. Now, I'll buy Huggies from my oldest son when it's just overnights, but for everyday use, Aldi's got it. And this was kind of my splurge that I picked up on Aussie night before Christmas. Aldi usually sell all their Christmas books right now, and for Christmas Eve, I like to do a Christmas book in a Christmas Eve box for the boys. Usually has a treat, has new pajamas so that they look really good for their photos that I take in Christmas morning, and I'll do a Christmas book. And on Aussie night before Christmas, it made me laugh. It's $4.99, so look, I maybe could have gotten it cheaper, but probably cents to the dollar. And like, look at this, just the possums. I think what really sold this book for me was just, look at Santa, don't they look great? Was the description. Let's see if I can find it. A lot of Santa. Just like kangaroos instead of the reindeer. I think my son would really love that. Oh yeah, this is the page that got me because look at these names. Shazza, Shane, that made me laugh. So this is definitely something that I'll put away. This is the Aldi haul for today. And as you can see, I've got my receipt here. I spent all up. Okay, so it was $95.34. Good to note. I would try to keep $100 for my Woolworths order. But yeah, this is Aldi. And let me get my Woolworths shop ready for you now. Hey guys, it's the next day now and I have gotten my Woolworths order already. I was really lucky. I managed to get a really good time slot, even though I did it at like 10:30 last night. I actually put the order in, but I was really lucky that I was able to get like a nice little time slot before I have to cook dinner, which is great. Oftentimes, if you were buying certain items, you can only order between certain times, but I was lucky and I didn't have those items because I bought them all at Aldi. So I will show you what I've got from Woolworths. And because it is a Tuesday afternoon, I do have Felix running around. So hopefully he won't get into the groceries as much as he was for the Costco haul. Don't mind my little helper here, Felix. He's just woken up from a nap and is having some cracker snacks and helping me with all of these groceries. Oh, he spotted the goods. So this is what I picked up from Woolworths. Not a crazy amount considering how much it cost me, but I'll kind of explain why it was so expensive. So first off, I bought this Mount Franklin Lightly Sparkling Water. I love sparkling water, and it's watermelon flavor, which sounds amazing to me. So I've decided to give that one a try. It was marked down, not half price like I usually like, but it was decent enough that I thought, gonna go for it. Now this was half price, and I thought that I would give it a shot. Pork gravy with maple syrup. It's got no dairy in it. I just thought I often need gravy for things, and I don't have any gravy powder. And most gravy powder has milk in it. So while I do want to learn how to make it myself, I'm not there yet. So this will do for now. Now, obviously, I bought some Oreos. These were on half price. Oreos are dairy-free. I love them. We go through them very, very quickly, as you saw. Felix has already gone for them. And also, hey, Felix, let's not eat that yet. That's for Dad. Oh, boy. So I bought some dairy-free cheese. This is for Josh. They don't sell it at Costco anymore, which is a big shame. It's part of the reason I have my Costco membership. But, you know, this is what I will do from Woolworths otherwise. So over here I have 2 boxes of cereal. These were half price, which is the only reason that I picked them up. Crispix is our favorite in this family, but we only ever pick it up when it's half price. And it's rarely half price. So when it is, I will get it. I've got actually quite a bit of cereals currently in my cupboard, but I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna get Crispix. And then Peanut Butter Crunch Nutri-Grain. It's a limited edition. It was half price. That sounds amazing. I love peanut butter, so my husband likes Nutri-Grain. We'll see if we love it. Now I bought some snack crackers with quinoa. This is just a sea salt because this is dairy-free. I like to have crackers on hand. Again, half price. If you notice a theme, I usually will buy things half price. Now here I've got the sour cream and chives and tasty cheese flavored rice crackers, but they're all dairy-free. Josh likes to have things that he can crunch. I bought these, and this really is what pushed me up higher. I would have saved more money, but this is something that I'll buy like, I don't know, once every 2 months at the maximum. We don't always run the dishwasher. Say if we've had a really light day, we will just wait till the next day. So it's not an everyday thing, but I knew I was running low. Now over here, I bought some milk powder. Now, I like to have milk powder on because whenever he needs a bottle and I have no fresh milk, this is the substitute that I use. Or if I make a hot chocolate, I like to actually put milk powder in with my hot chocolate mix because it makes it creamier because I use hot water. So milk powder is something that I like to keep on hand. We just ran out of our good A2A2, and I thought that I would give this one a try, which, you know, it's not bad. Now, I mentioned earlier about the soy milk at Woolworths. I only ordered 4 this time, and I was lucky enough to get 4. So they weren't there last week, so I didn't get any, which is why I bought some from Aldi just in case, but these are Josh's favorite. So I made sure to pick up 4. We are fully stocked at least for 2 weeks. It depends really on how much soy milk Josh goes through or how much soy milk I use in my cooking. This is Worcestershire sauce. I needed it. I didn't have it. That's pretty straightforward. As you can see, this is just the Woolworths brand, so I just picked this one up because it's the cheapest and the flavor's all right. Now this was half price, this extra virgin olive oil. I am using a mixture of olive oil and avocado oil right now, but the reason that I picked up this one is because I'm pretty much out of my olive oil and I like to keep those 2 on hand. I'm trying to transition out of all the other oils that I currently have in my house, but right now it's taking its time, so make sure that I have plenty of this one, and we like this brand, it's really nice. My husband added this one into the Woolworths order as he did the chips. They're his favorites. These are the roti bread, which we've never actually bought before, but I know that they were half price. And they'll be pretty yum. They're plant-based. You keep them in the freezer, which this needs to go back in the freezer. But I think it'll be really nice because I do have some really nice curry powder that I've been using in a few things. I'm discovering I really like to make curries from scratch versus like a pack or something. So these will be perfect for it. And this was like my splurge for myself. I've never seen this one before. Peanut brittle, it just sounded really yum. So I picked that one up for myself. But otherwise, this is what I picked up. Less neat than it was last night, but also someone was in bed when I did it last night. So we're under budget today for our groceries for this week, which I'm really happy about. Not as much savings as I would like to, but in saying that, I did split my grocery budget between two shops. One of them at Woolworths, one of them at Aldi from last night. It's going to cover us plenty fine. I wish I had more snacks, but I tend to try to buy snacks half price because we go through so many, and I am not yet at the stage where I am making most of the snacks myself. That is something that I definitely need to get better at, but it's just something that I'm going to have to work on for a while. So this will do pretty well for us. You'll notice that I don't buy any meat from the grocery store if I can help it, unless there's something like particularly amazing that I think, yep, definitely got to have it. I tend to just kind of go with whatever I bought from Costco. As you saw in my Costco video, my freezer is pretty darn full. It's slowly coming down now, and that's because we had a barbecue the other night and we used a lot of the deer and things in there. So it's mainly just the meat that I picked up from Costco. I just know that come maybe the end of this month, beginning of next month, I will do another Costco run just to kind of time you over for that Christmas, New Year's period. Not that I'll buy heaps and heaps of stuff, but I don't really want to be going grocery shopping when I'm on break with my husband, when we're both not working and we've got our kids with us. Kind of want to go and have fun. So that is what I bought this week for my groceries. My goal right now is to really lower my grocery budget needs. So I don't want to be paying $200. I would love to bring it down to $150, and I'm really trying to focus and be more realistic about what I buy, how much I buy, and why I'm buying it. I still buy things that are half price that I just like, oh, this would be really good, like that Nutri-Grain. But in saying that, cereal lasts pretty long in my house and it gets eaten up. Thanks guys so much for watching. If you really like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to give a comment. I'd love to hear what you prefer. Do you prefer Aldi or do you prefer Woolworths? And if you do, what items do you think each does better than the other? I'm always trying to make sure that I am more intentional about what I buy from each store, and if one is a better quality than the other, I'm more than happy to make that switch. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, and I will see you guys on the next one.